Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is a channel where we do all Aries readings. And today, I'm going to be doing your next 48. So it is Mercury retrograde today, or it has started. It has begun. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a very important message here for someone because it's talking about transitioning. And I got 11 minutes, y'all, 11 minutes into this reading and it cut off. So I'm just going to be patient. That's the best thing to do during this period is to just be patient, right? I do believe that this is a message that needs to get out and it will get out. If you're watching this now, that means that it got out and it needs to get out. But maybe I just needed to slow down, take a step back, right, and breathe. So did some meditating and some prayers again, and we're going back into it. Nothing but patience, love, okay, and light. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this message. We have the overall energy of this reading. We've used we're using the Lover's Oracle here, and we got, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself, okay? Energy is chaotic right now. You know, if you don't have to go out, if you don't have to be, places and doing things, other than maybe going to the park or spending time in nature, spend a few days, spend a weekend at home and, reevaluating. And we even got the home card, actually. It says home, property, real estate, and residence, reevaluating, journaling, cleaning, cleansing. We could turn down now. Aries season is officially over, and I think we had a good run of it. Okay, I think we all did our thing, right, during Aries season. And now we can kind of nurture ourselves and step into that Taurus energy, that luxury, that abundance, and just self-care. And that's what I'm getting from this as well. Even spending time with family and, just taking care of yourself, cooking a good meal, drinking wine, eating salads, you know what I'm saying? Just doing things that are going to nourish and nurture your body and your home life. And I said cleaning and cleansing as well. We're still in that springtime energy, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize the importance of cleaning your home as a spiritual practice. As I say this, I got a lot to do too. But cleansing your home, I stayed up late last night cleaning downstairs. I'm like, I'm gonna get downstairs, and today I'm gonna get upstairs. But because energy is real, it's transferable, and sometimes it could be stagnant, sometimes it could get. And I said this before about, like, if you have an argument in your home and, you got cobwebs and you got dust and stuff, that energy stays there. It sticks. And that's why when we sage, we make sure we get in the corners. We make sure we get in the closets, we get in the rooms and things like that and have all the windows open so you can allow that energy to leave your home and you have a fresh start. Right? Or a fresh new energy, a clean slate. And then you want to add the good energy in there with the Palo Santo, the frankincense, and it's just very important, especially when you're manifesting. You want to clean home. You want to clean mind, especially if you're about to burn candles or anything like that. Cleansing is very, very, very important. You also got between worlds was the overall energy of all of this, okay, from the wisdom of the oracle. And this literally talks about transitions. This talks about stepping into the unknown, knowing that you are ready to leave the old life. You're ready to leave the old thing, the old situation, the old job, the old relationship, whatever it was that was not serving you. You're done with that. You do know that. But what you don't know, what is uncertain, is where you're going. What's the next thing coming? Even if you're calling it into you, even if you're manifesting it, you don't always know exactly what it's going to look like. You could just paint the pretty picture yourself and then wait for the divine to give it to you how they're going to give it to you. It may not always be how we picture it. And then we got the Nine of Fire, which actually goes right along with this in between worlds. In the good tarot, the Nine of Fire talks about uncertainty and not really knowing what's coming next. And I want to read this. I'm going to read them both actually, because it's almost like the same card, just in two different decks. Let's see here. Let's start with the Nine of Fire. It's a little different than in the regular tarot. So it says caution, uncertainty, reevaluating circumstances. I need to stop, wait, and look around me before proceeding further. My sense of uncertainty is my inner wisdom telling me to bring illumination to my situation, to allow insights to arise and guide me before I take my next step. Questioning is good. I will look carefully to see if a different path may be right for me at this point. I love that. To see if a different path is right for you at this point, it does take a pause, kind of like the hangman energy. And I feel like that's what this in between worlds is kind of like too. You've come to the realization that you need to go in a different direction. It's time for you to move away from something. And the energies is right now supporting you for that, okay? For transition. But you don't know quite yet where it is that you're going, where you're going to end up. And we talk about that, like surrendering. And I have a video up right now about what surrendering is and what it isn't. You know, you're not giving up your power. You're waiting for direction. You know what I'm saying? So the power and the strength that you do have when you execute, you're going to hit it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hit that mark. You're going to execute. You're going to be very strong in the direction that you're moving in. So let's take a look here at this one. I'm seeing higher power. All right. So we have in between worlds. Okay. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Between the world is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. And this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mastery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing out a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. So it is urging you to move forward, but to also kind of take caution because you don't know what is coming next, okay? So from the Kipper, this way here. From the Kipper, this is what I pulled because, like I said, I got 11 minutes into the reading. We have the marriage card came out first. This card has been coming out, I feel like, since February, January timeframe for the Aries collective. So this could be a marriage of a partnership, a business partnership, love. When I actually pulled this card, what was at the bottom of the deck was the Lovers. So definitely a marriage or a union. We have the Privileged Lady. The Child came out in reverse. And then we have the Main Female. Okay. I'm seeing this in a few different ways. Okay. I just want to talk about this real quick. Now, this is not gender specific, but the fact that it did come out as two females, I just do want to talk to females real quick because, I mean, this could be the same sex situation. And, you know, if you get together with someone, the child situation may be needing to be discussed and you may not be on the same page. That's one scenario that I was getting. The second scenario is that the Privileged Lady and the lady, main female, whether you're male or female, is you, right? We all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy, okay? The divine feminine energy is that nurturing energy, right? That attracting, that energy, you know? Attractive, not just attractive, but attracting is what I'm trying to say, okay? Like the Empress energy. And the masculine is the doing, right? The giving. And sometimes men need that balance too. Sometimes it's always just, and not, women too. When we're unbalanced, we're always giving, instead of being in that softer energy. But also men can be in that energy too. It is important to be in that energy, to be nurtured, to be cared for, to have your needs met. That is very important, especially when you're in a relationship, right? Where both people should have that balance equally. Okay. I'm seeing this here as someone, this is that in between worlds. This is that transition that you're making, right? To, you were this main person. We're not going to say female, just this main person, this main energy, the one that was always doing, when I was always giving. And I feel like that it stemmed something from childhood. Sometimes, and that's might resonate for everyone, but sometimes when you're in this energy, it's to do with our caregivers. And we sometimes have narcissistic parents, and I don't like to say this like in a, belittling, because as a parent, we know if you're a parent, it's a hard being a parent. You do the best that you can do, and the generation before us did the best that they could do too, right? But sometimes when we are not nurtured as a child how we should be nurtured, we are seeking validation. And when we seek validation, that looks like us always aiming to please, always trying to please either our parents, and then that later turns into our partners, right? Because we didn't receive the validation that we needed at that time to say, hey, you are good enough. So I'm seeing here with this child energy in reverse, someone is working on that inner child. Someone is being asked to work on that inner child, right? As an adult, we all have that. So we could heal and flourish, and then be the person, the privileged lady, the wealthy man, whoever that we should be, the person that seeing our self-worth as we are. I don't like to say, the new you and the old you, because honestly, who we are, I feel like it is already inside of us. It is just waiting to be, we're just waiting to step into that power. We're just waiting to, own who we are, not shrink anymore, not try to dim our light. And, it's so uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable when you are trying to shrink yourself. And what happens is you realize why things are, I don't like to use this either, but blocked, or you're not receiving the blessings that you're supposed to be receiving, or your divine given blessings or gifts that you're supposed to have, you're supposed to experience in this lifetime. You're not receiving them. You're not experiencing them. Why? Because you're not even at your full capacity. You are not who you are supposed to be. You are not living how you are supposed to be living. And that, a lot of that stems from you trying to play small, you trying to be what everybody else needs you to be, right? Instead of who you need to be for yourself. And then it creates a cycle that now we have to break for our own children, right? So we can love and nurture and give them the love that we may not received before, right? All right. So we bear a lot. You know what I'm saying? Every generation has a lot to bear, and it is all generational, which is why we always talk about breaking these generational patterns. And I feel that just in my experience, our generation, we got a lot. We are the quote unquote woke generation, where we're waking up and seeing a lot of things that this is not right. This is how it's always been. But we got to buck the system out, because this is not right. It's not right anymore, and we can't pass this down to our children. So I do feel like it's very significant that the child energy did come here. And I'll talk about something about that at the end of the reading too, but we'll keep pulling here. So let's see here. Let's pull from the goddess African rising. I mean, this whole energy that we've been in this week is very chaotic, very strong, but I feel like it's really pushing all of us. It's pushing all of us to step into our higher selves at this moment. Like, ride this wave, because if you resist it, it's going to be real uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be real when spirit is trying to push you into the next phase of your life, or to transition, and you resist, and you kind of, we all done it before out of fear. it does get uncomfortable. It does get harder. It feels like it's hard, or it feels like things are not working out, and it's just really bad for us because we're not going with the flow, you know? Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. You got, and I've been saying this word. This word has been on my tongue for the last 2, 3 days. Level up and surrender. Level up and surrender. I'm telling you. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, you got intuition. You know it is your time. You know it is your time. And you've probably been feeling it for years, been talking about it for years, knowing that this energy, something big is coming. Well, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Now it's time for you to take that leap of faith and step into that new version of yourself. Right now, you're in between worlds, and that's okay. That is okay. That's a good place to be. You know you're changing. You know you're transitioning. You recognize it. You recognize it, and that puts you ahead, way ahead than the rest of the collective. The fact that you recognize that there's a shift happening. But now, and this is what I was talking about when I said surrender. You are not giving up your power. You are taking a pause. You're taking a break to realize, to hear the divine, to listen to your intuition, which is spirit, which is source. We're connected to God. You know what I'm saying? To hear what you need to do, how you need to do, how you need to move, maybe even how you need to move around certain people, you know, your job, you know what I'm saying? What is my next steps so that your next step could be your strongest step, right? Sometimes when we surrender, what spirit is trying to do is give us a shortcut. And it's not really like you're taking a shortcut, but trying to get around certain obstacles, you know, that you may not see. You may not see. I'm going to put these right over here, but like, whew, yeah. When I see these cards come out, I've been saying that for the last few days about that surrender, because the energy is very chaotic right now. It's a lot. Even if you just turn on the news, there's a lot going on. So that's just like an indication of this energy. You know, a lot of people they say we don't believe in the planets, they don't believe in astrology, they don't believe in the energies. But guess what? That's why a lot of people are struggling. You know what I'm saying? We're the, you know what I'm saying, ones that do all of this, whatever they call hoodoo, voodoo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They have so many names for just looking at the energies. But when you utilize the energies, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a lot more power. It gives you a lot more direction, and things are not as hard as, I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about anybody who's not awakened yet, but you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you're here, if you're tuned in, you're tapped in, it's very special. Even if you feel like you're struggling right now, you are moving in the right direction. You're getting, you know what I'm saying? You know that there is a higher power. You know that there is something that is guiding you. You know your ancestors are supporting you. You know there's more. You know when you start waking up that there is more and you're seeking it. So that's good. All right. All right, anyways, let's see here. Let's pull from the tea leaf. Let's see what's coming out. Oh, I wanted to pull, we'll leave that out. I wanted to pull from, from the financial abundance card. Oh, look at that. The rainbow did come out. All right. So we have this pig energy came out. Beware of greed. We have, and this could be a person too. The most difficult part of a situation is over with the rainbow. We have honor and respect will come to you with the crown. Yes, Lord. And we got the ear. Good news is coming. Oh, shit. Good news is coming. God talking. All right. That was your mirror cards. I'm not going to use that again. Good news is coming. Let me put that up there. 2 other cards came out. You got the horseshoe. Good luck. Good luck and good news. Okay. And you got the sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. That just came out the other day in one of the dailies. Let me pull one of this abundance cards. Oop. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here. for the Aries collective. So you got savings, okay? So as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. You know what hit me as I was reading this card? If you guys caught, I did a live last night, and it was a very quick, brief live. But I did it because it was 10 minutes. That's brief for me. It was supposed to be a short for what's coming towards you in your finances. And I couldn't get the whole message out in that 60 seconds that they gave me. So I just went on live, and nobody really got a notification because they only give me 3 notifications today. Anyways, right now, especially in between worlds, as this transition is happening, there may be a lot of unexpected things that happen. I feel like there'll be temporary situations. There won't be anything, even if, something does come up, like an unexpected bill, a job loss, a transition. It is leading you to something better. But obviously in that transition, you want to be secure and you want to be stable and you want to be safe. So do yourself a favor. Like it said, saving is self-care, because when something comes up and you got it, that's the most stress-free feeling ever. On the contrary, if something comes up and you don't got it and it's something that you really need, that is the most nerve-wracking feeling ever. So I feel that this is definitely, and it's even the same color as In Between Worlds, definitely, and look at the bottom of the deck, abundance mindset. So definitely a message here for someone. You can't save it all. Save something. It'll help, right? Let's take a look. One more card. Thank you. Declutter. I just went on that spill about cleaning. Okay. This is why you need to stay your butt at home this weekend. It says you'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Why I got cards falling everywhere. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. That's what I'm working on too. My schedule being uncluttered, so I'll have time for myself and that. So these are things that we're all working on in the collective right now, because you want your life to be uncluttered. You want to have safe, because right now, more than anything, you need to have as little stress as possible, as humanly possible in this world we're living at, right? That's like, it's crazy to say, because like how, but do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. I feel like the energies are really unpredictable right now. And right now, what needs to be the main priority is you. Loving on you, taking care of you, you're working out, exercising, that's my biggest thing for self-care, but also resting, getting enough sleep, you know what I'm saying? Watching your finances, decluttering your home, cleaning your home, saging your home. This is the time, we're in Mercury retrograde right now, where people are, first of all, people are spinning the block. You know how you just be sitting there and something from your past comes back up and you get triggered and things like that happen? That's this time period right now. So imagine other people who may have you on the brain, that something comes up and they're getting triggered, and people are just so unpredictable, especially in this time period. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but if you're ahead of the game and you're cleansing and you're protecting and all of that, you're ahead of the game. Okay. Right now is to try to get ahead of any distractions or things that are going to try to come up and try to throw you off your path. You know what I'm saying? Trying because you got bigger things to worry about, trying to cause drama and unnecessary drama and things like that when you're focused on a goal and a vision. I promise you, if you're more at peace, you're more calm, you're more grounded, even if something does come up unexpected, you'll be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to handle it a lot better if you were stressing about anything else. Okay. Let's take a look here and see what's going on for Aries. Moon, Venus, and rising for the Aries collective. And rising, what we have here. I'm seeing the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. What is the energy here for Aries that they need to see at this moment in time? What is the current energy for Aries for the next 48 hours? All right. Yeah. All right. Three Pentacles. So there's something here. This is about finances. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Something that is growing, something that you've built. And I think it said that the seed that has been planted in the past. There's a seed that has been planted in the past. It could even be an idea that you're starting to work on. But this talks about material wealth, and finances. The Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles came out together. This feels like something that you're waiting on that is going to allow you to have some sort of increase, but it's taking a long time to get to you. This could have been a business that you started. This could have been investment. This could be money that you're expecting. This is something around material, something around materials, a material abundance, okay? Because, abundance is not always financial, but something around material abundance. Some of you, it could be a disability. Some of you, it could be some sort of payout, but it is coming in and it's almost like going to be help you and invest in something. Now, some of you could even be waiting for an increase from your job, your finances. Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, and the Temperance here and the Empress. I feel like whatever it is, something that one, you deserve and you've earned. Either or, you deserve, you earned, and it's on its way, but it's been taking some time. This is a message here. It's like, it may be delayed. Okay, hear me out. It may be delayed because either one, you haven't thought about what you're going to do with it yet. Now you think you know. You think you know you're going to use it for this thing or you need to use it for that thing. But Spirit is really keeping you at this pause because there's something else that is about to come through that you need to use it for. Okay? Mark that, timestamp that, because I'm telling you, that just came through strongly for me. And it's something here to do with your future.